So what are the improvement areas and opportunities sought after from arguably the leader in product innovation platforms, the 3DEXPERIENCE platform from Dassault Systèmes? Last week we looked at the objectives and the challenges in the installation of the platform, and this week that same audience starts to look at what are the improvement areas and the opportunities that will take an already good platform to make it great. But before we go there, just a little thought. What I'm seeing going on in the PLM and Smart Manufacturing market resembles something similar to what was going on in the ERP enterprise management market back in the late 90s. It was one whereby industry verticals were being formed and best practices being created. I remember going back to IS Oil, Industry Solution Oil. It was just a generic industry solution oil. And then it started to dive deeper, not only in the upstream, but into the midstream, into terminal automation, and all the way down into downstream refineries and into the service stations. The same is starting to happen in PLM. So it really is a case of backing now the big vendors such as Dassault, who are just infiltrating those entire verticals, creating best practices. And it is one which gives them the huge differentiator to give you a best fit. Take autonomous vehicle makers, they're starting to really pile in, and the Dassault model is to partner with these organizations to create these best practices and to deploy at scale across these industries. You can even look at naval shipbuilding today, or even helicopter manufacturing, and something down to the very narrow niche markets that are out there, and they're starting to create those best fits. It's fascinating to look at, and it's one where you want your service providers to be as well. In the meantime, don't wait around waiting for the perfect solution to come along in this fast-moving fourth industrial revolution, because it will probably never come because of the speed of the revolution of new things appearing continually. So let's just jump right in there and start taking a look at these product innovation platforms right now while you can, to stay ahead of the competition and innovate on new products. And so, enough from me. Let's jump back to those improvement areas and opportunities for the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. There were four really, so let's take a look at the first one. Implementation approaches and implementation experience, finding system integrators who really know what it's like to implement product innovation platforms, product lifecycle management, and product smart manufacturing and execution, are more specifically in the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, are a great challenge, because over the years, numerous body shops have built up, but they don't really take responsibility for your project. Instead, thankfully now, the big system integrators and the consulting groups are coming through, realizing the demand in the marketplace and building up capabilities. You see, theories, frameworks, and methodologies are great, but real experience in the trenches is really what it counts and what matters. People who've tried, failed, and learned from those experiences are what you need to implement on your project. Finding those systems integrators is becoming a little easier. Finding those system integrators who've been there but also know how to apply agile approaches to this so that you can empower your business and bring them on board with the whole solution is really critical today. Second up was intuitivity. Yes, it is a real word. In fact, it is the degree of the effort rate required by a user in using the product for a first time. There's no doubting that the platform is one of the most intuitive on the market today. However, our survey often requested more training was needed in using it beyond that initial compass, so that it wasn't as intuitive once you dug beneath that as people would have liked. I know in my various conversations with Velisi that they're working on that constantly. For me, that's great. But we really need far more training, for more change management coming in capabilities onto the projects. Third up, configuration and change management. So as the consumer's demand for smarter, better, more personalized products really takes a hold, it's the ability to mass personalize that makes the greatest difference for product innovation, platform, and PLM and manufacturing solution. As part of the 3DEXPERIENCE solution, the PLM and CAD are the tools to automate the management of the product data to make productive use of the design and data parts. The automation of data comes from a set of rules embedded in the original designs. However, it remains difficult to change or recreate these rules later as they're not contained within either of the CAD or PLM tools. With a modular PLM architecture, these rules are created and documented ahead of time, especially given product personalization that is so much in demand. And lastly, customer marketing and supply integration for design collaboration. The initiation and the proving of the MVP relies upon the extraction of customer data and supplier data, along with the greatest challenge of which could be the integration of the applications, including the CRMs, the APOs, the supply chain areas pulled down from enterprise management for the betterment of product and service design. Phew, there you have it. That's it. They're the improvement areas. So industry solutions are coming through. Systems integrator and larger consultancies are appearing on the landscape now with greater capabilities, and the personalization of product is deeply embedding itself within PLM and CAD. And lastly, hopefully soon, the entire ecosystem-wide integration into the product innovation platform will be arriving. Can't wait for that. That's the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. It's looking good. It's doing well. Keep a watch. Take a look. See you next time.